Okay, gentlemen, it's the richest kid underscore right here. It's the richest kid underscore, bruh. Uh, I'll be um, I'll be sharing a strategy with y'all right now. A strategy to trade news events or fundamentals. It's literally the best strategy you can trade with. So, let me just show you some of the movements that fundamental news cause on the market. Some of the movements influenced by fundamental news. These movements literally happen in seconds. You feel me? Those literally happen in seconds. Look at this. This literally happened in like 10 seconds. This was on the 8th of May. It was a financial report on the New Zealand economy. That was the let me just see this. Alright, just reply. Okay, now that was the Reserve Bank of New Zealand rate statement on the 8th of May, and the report was released at 4 a.m. South African time. So let me see. Let me just tell this guy I'm streaming now. Okay, it's just so that being said, I'm sure you'll want to know how to capitalize from this kind of candlesticks, how to capitalize from this kind of movements on the market. You know, a lot of people might try to predict the direction of the market when the financial report is released, but then financial reports are not so predictable, so you might end up blowing your account or making unnecessary losses. Whilst you literally can trade fundamental events without making a loss. Okay, now we you gotta be having an app. This app over here, investing.com. This app is literally this app literally has a calendar that's going to update you with the upcoming news events or upcoming fundamental events. Investing.com. So let's quickly log into the investing.com and see what's happening. Okay, ads. Yeah, we have the economic calendar. So what I would advise is that we only trade Australian events, New Zealand events, and Canadian events, and we gotta trade events with three bulls because three bulls here on investing.com represents um the strength. The number of bulls represents the strength or the significance that this event is going to create on the market. If it's three bulls, that means it's like really, really, um, really important news. If it's two bulls, then it's not so much of importance. If it's one bull, then it's literally not gonna cause any movement on the market. So let's just come down here on the filter and okay, right now I've already set the importance to be high only. I only want to see high, not medium and low, just high. Then let's just come down to the countries that we want to receive the countries that we want to see on the calendar. Let's just remove all this unnecessary. Okay, we're gonna leave Australia. Okay, we're gonna Austria. We're removing her. Bahrain, Bangladesh. Okay, all these countries. Canada. We're gonna leave her. Um, China, Colombia, Costa Rica. Okay, it's pretty much a very good strategy, and you literally will be making profit most literally most of the time. That's if you do not make a mistake. That's if you follow everything I'm going to be saying in this video. Once again, this is the richest kid underscore, um, delivering one of the best forex trading strategies you can come across in the year 2019. Okay, we're gonna leave New Zealand behind. All those other countries, removing them. Removing all these other countries. Okay. Only want to see the countries on the calendar. You only want to see financial reports on the calendar. Upcoming financial reports on the calendar. I should have done that in the first time. Shit. We only want to see upcoming reports of the countries that we're gonna be trading. You know what I'm saying? In this case, I said we're gonna trade Australian financial reports, Canadian financial reports, and New Zealand financial reports. Okay, now everything is set. Okay, everything is set. Today's the 13th of June. It's a 2019. It's a Thursday. Throwback Thursday. So today we had employment change being released on the Australian economy, and the event was being released at 3:30. So let's just go over to the charts and see how the event turned out to be. But let me tell you something. As much as we are gonna see a lot of events that have three bulls, not all of them are the best to trade. You feel me? Not all of them are the best to trade. So okay, let's just put a couple of things straight. If we're trading Australian events, we gotta make sure we're trading the Great British Pound versus the Australian dollar. If we're trading New Zealand events, we're gonna trade the Great British Pound versus the New Zealand dollar. If we're trading Canadian events, we're gonna trade either the European euro versus the Canadian dollar, or the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, that being said, let's just go back to the chart and see. Let's just open the 1 minute chart. Let's see what happened at 3:30 in the morning, in the early hours of the morning. Okay, let's just see what happened in the early hours of the morning. Okay, there we have it. This was not so much of the best candlestick, not so much of the best movement to have created by a news event, because you can see that the market went both directions soon after the report was released. So this tells us that literally making money from this kind of event will take a blessing from God. Trust me. Like this is not one of those events that people make money on. So from my experience, I've noticed that the Australian employment change is one of the is not so much of the best events to trade. Okay, let's see tomorrow. Okay, like look, this literally shows you the upcoming news events. Tomorrow, as we can see, there aren't any news events on our selected countries. Let's see this week. Okay, let's see next week now. Okay, next week we have the Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes. We're not gonna trade it. We're not gonna trade this. From my experience, this is not so much of the news. This is not so much of the best to trade. Then on Wednesday, we're gonna have the core CPI on the Canadian economy. We're gonna have the core CPI on the Canadian economy. Okay. Let me see. Um, is this the best event to trade? I'm not sure. But then, how do we find out if this is gonna be a good event to trade? So as we can see here, the next release is on the 19th of June, and the previous release was on the 15th of May 2019, and the time was 2:30. So now we're gonna go over back to MetaTrader 4 and click on the dollar CAD, on the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and we're gonna scroll over to what date was that? to the 15th of May and see what the market was like at 2:30. Feel me? Okay, see what the market, how the market reacted. So here my MetaTrader 4, the server is kind of like 1 hour ahead. Here you can see the time, it says 3:30, but in actual sense, the event, this candlestick is actually the 2:30 candlestick. So literally, let me see how many pips, how many pips the market move by. Okay, this was literally 200 pips, and I wouldn't go for an event that's gonna give me 200 pips. That's literally like child's play. Whereby we have events that can literally give you 2,000 pips in a mere time of 20 seconds, literally. So this is not gonna be a good event to trade next week on the Canadian dollar. So we're not gonna trade that. We're not gonna trade that next week. So obviously, you guys saw how I checked this out, right? I basically see I basically check the previous release, and I go to the chart on the trading platform and see how the market reacted at the time of the economic report release. So you can also go and check on the 17th of April, because just having more data it makes your experiment more reliable. So yeah, that's what's up. So we're not gonna trade this. We're not gonna trade this on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, June the 20th, this is like the woo, like the big, like the blaster event, bro. Like you should have, if ever you've seen this video before the 20th of June, make sure you do not miss out, because people who are broke are gonna become rich on this event. Trust me. So now, okay, let's go over to the event. Let's go over to the details of the event. So as we can see here, the event is gonna come out at 12:45. Let's just do this. Uh, it's gonna come out at 12:45 in the early hour of the morning. At 12:45, literally quarter to 1 a.m. and the date is 20th June. And this is literally a quarterly report, one that comes out every 3 months, I would like to believe. So it's gonna be on the New Zealand dollar, and we can see that it's gonna be crazy. And the last time we had this event, sorry, the last time we had this event, this kind of report being released was on the 20th of March at 23 hours 45. So let's go back to the 20th of March and see how the market reacted on the Great British Pound versus the New Zealand dollar, GBP NZD. So let's just scroll over to the 20th of March, and we're gonna be checking out what the market was like at um 23:45, 20 March. Okay. Oh, I'm still in dollar CAD. Jeez. GBP NZD. Great British Pound versus the New Zealand dollar. So okay, let's check 20th of March. 20th of March. Let's keep scrolling. So here I'm literally gonna drop you guys one of the best one of the best strategies to actually make money from these news events. So okay, as we can see here, there is our candle. Now this is a 30-minute time frame. So you might see a week over here, up here, but then like trust me, this event is literally clean. No wick, no double direction, like going up and down. Literally like one direction, either up or down. So let's see how many pips this was. 571 688. This is literally 900 pips, bro. It's a lot. This is a lot of pips. This is a lot of pips in literally 20 seconds. So that was crazy. That was mad. That was insane. And we're gonna be seeing that kind of candlestick coming around on the 20th of June, which is literally next week. So right now in your head, you're probably asking yourself, how the heck in the world am I going to make money on Thursday, right? So once again, we also have this. On Friday, we're gonna have another event on the Canadian dollar, and this is the core retail sales, the monthly core retail sales. And the previous release was on the 22nd of May at 2:30 in the afternoon. So let's go over to dollar CAD and see how the market reacted, like, in order to see if next week Friday is gonna be productive. Okay, let's just scroll over to the 22nd of May at 2:30. Okay, there we have it, 2:30. Let's move from like 9:14. Okay, this is gonna be a crazy event also to be traded. Gonna be having something like 400 pips. You literally can make like 300% of your investment on this event based on the strategy I'm about to drop. So at this point in time, you'll probably know how to use the economic calendar. So also, just like next week, we're also gonna have like more events. Unfortunately, over here we really can't see other events. We only can see like the upcoming week. So now let me just show you guys how we're gonna make money trading news events. So firstly, three apps you gotta make sure you have is MetaTrader 4, Investing.com, and MetaTrader 5. So and if your phone can do something called split screen, that's gonna be better. Like split screen whereby you literally have two apps at the same time. So let me just split my screen, as you can see. So this is like here I'm having MetaTrader 4 over here. I'm sure, like, yeah, you can see the tag, it's written MetaTrader 4. Now let me just open MetaTrader 5. Now we have MetaTrader 5. So we basically have MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, and I want us to have the same thing open. Okay, let's just have the Great British Pound versus the Australian dollar. 1 minute chart, 1 minute chart. Pretty much the same thing, right? So as you can see, we have MetaTrader 4 above and MetaTrader 5 below. And I'm sure you're asking or maybe wondering, like, why is it important for us to have like two different platforms open at the same time? Now here's what we're gonna do, right? Because as I said earlier on, it's literally impossible. It's literally impossible to it's literally impossible to predict the direction of the market soon after the event is released. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to have three accounts. Sorry, not three accounts. We're going to have two accounts, literally. We're going to have two accounts. Now, both accounts are going to have the same amount. Now, let me show you an example. Like, for example, this account over here. This is the first account. You can see it's pretty much a different account. And here is a second account. Opened under the same broker, same name, right? We have literally here we have like two accounts, right? Same amount. We literally have the same amount. Let's just do this. So as you can see, we have a balance of 25 pounds, about 25 pounds, 25 pounds, and an equity of 37 pounds, 37 pounds. This is pounds, GBP, as you can see. Same currency, same amount, right? Okay, so how is this going to be relevant? What we're gonna do is that we're gonna trade literally 30 seconds before the event. Like for example, on next week Thursday's event, we're gonna trade at 12:44, and the moment it says 12:44, we're gonna have a timer, or maybe we're gonna count like from 1 up until 30. Then the moment like we have like the moment we have like 30 seconds before the event, or 30 seconds before the report is released, which will be like at 12:45, we gotta buy on one account and sell on the other account. You feel me? So what we're doing here is called hedging, whereby we're gonna lose money on one account but then make money on the other account. So the goal here is to blow one account, like whereby like we gotta lose money in one account but then make a lot of money in a different account. You feel me? So okay, so for example, if you're trading for example, like GBP Aussie, right? Yeah, you're gonna be trading GBP Aussie. So now basically on this account you're gonna buy, and on this account you're gonna sell. You feel me? Right now it's like a real, these are real accounts with real money, so I really can't demonstrate or show you guys an example because we're really not trading an event right now. So you're gonna like buy on one account and sell on on the other account. So you're gonna use the same lot size. You feel me? You're gonna use the same lot size. So I'm sure you guys are now wondering which how big should the lot size be, and like what kind of lot size should we use. So let me just show you guys how which kind of lot size we're gonna use. So let's go over to the calculator, right? Let's go over the calculator and let me just quickly show you um how we're gonna calculate the lot size we use based on how much you have. Okay, so now as we can see, we literally have 37 pounds and 57 cents in every account. So now, from what I calculated, I discovered that within those 30 seconds before the event, before the report is released, if you're looking at GBP AUD, the market on GBP AUD is not going to move more than 250 pips. You feel me? It's not going to move more than 250 pips. So, oh, if you're looking at GBP NZD, the Great British Pound versus the New Zealand dollar, the market is also not going to move more than 200, and the market is not going to move more than 250 pips within those 30 seconds. You feel me? So what we're going to do is that we're going to divide our balance by 250 pips to get our lot size. So now basically what we're saying here is that we're going to, so now when we calculate this, as we can see, 0.15 is basically our lot size. When you round that off, so 0.15 is our lot size. That's what we're going to use, 0.15. Okay, so now from what I told you guys is that we're literally gonna blow an account and then make money on the other account. So the moment the 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 report is released at the time it is said to be released, what's gonna happen is that if the report is positive for whatever currency that is, and like the market happens to go up, the account where you sold is gonna get blown, but the account where you bought is gonna make a lot of money. Now what we gotta bear in mind is that we gotta trade events that literally cause the market to move by a lot of pips. Now if we buy on one account and sell on the other account, that means the moment the market moves up by like 250 pips, 250 pips, that means the account where we sold is gonna get blown because 250 pips with a lot size of 0.15 is enough to blow a 37 pound account. But then the account where we bought is gonna be making 37 pounds and 50 cents. But what we gotta bear in mind is that the market is not gonna move by 250 pips. In actual sense, from what I've discovered, like for example, on the upcoming event on the 20th of June, what I would like to believe is that the market is not going to move not less than 900 pips, right? So, for example, you just lost like 37 pounds gone in literally like 2 seconds. They were so quick. But then, on the other hand, the market has moved up by 900 pips. So, basically, on the account where you sold, you just lost 37 pounds. But the account where you bought, you just made 135 pounds. When you multiply that in rand, those who are living in South Africa, this is literally 2,500 rand, and this is like a lot of money, man. And 37 pounds 57 37 pounds 57 cents, which we lost, is literally um is literally 700 rand. You basically lost 700 to make like 2.8. This is a huge percentage, man, in literally 20 seconds, bro. Literally after those 20 seconds, like 20 seconds after the report is released, you literally gotta close your trade. Basically, do not leave your trade to run more than 1 minute or more than 2 minutes. You feel me? So that's what's gonna happen. Um, I think I pretty much explained everything on how we calculate the lot size and all of that. Now that was for Australian events and New Zealand events. But now remember I said we're gonna trade Australian events, New Zealand events, and Canadian events. I'm sure right now you're asking yourself, how the hell in the world or how the hell in the world are we gonna calculate the lot size we're going to use for the Canadian events? So now we're going to be trading dollar CAD, USD CAD, or Euro CAD, EUR CAD for Canadian events. And from what I've calculated is that 30 seconds before the event is released, Euro CAD or dollar CAD is not going to move more than 100 pips. So what we're going to do is that we're going to get our equity, and we're literally going to divide that by 200, and sorry, we're gonna divide that by 100 pips to get our lot size. So if we're trading a Canadian event, instead of dividing by 250 like the way we're doing for Australian events and New Zealand events, instead we're gonna divide by 100, and that is like giving us a lot size of 0.37. And literally, if you bought on one account and sold on the other account, and the event was literally like maybe positive for the Canadian dollar, and this causes like dollar CAD or Euro CAD to go down, that means the account where you sold is gonna make a lot of money, but the account where you bought is gonna blow. Literally, all the money is gonna go. And the moment the market goes down by 100 pips, that means the account where you sold, the account where you bought is gonna get blown. But then the account where you sold, for example, say the event is gonna deliver like 500 pips, that means you're gonna make like 185 pounds. And then when you convert that in rands, that is literally 3,400 rand, 3.4. Damn, that's like a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. Yeah, so that's pretty much that's what happens, you know. Literally from 37 pounds, oops, from 37 pounds, which is like close to 700 rand, to like 100 and was it like 180 pounds, which is literally 3,000 rand. Feel me? Pretty much straightforward. Let's go back to the like let's do the calculation of New Zealand and Australian once again. So for example, if you have like 37 pounds in every account, in each account, that means you're gonna say 37 pounds divided by 250 pips, because I calculated that the market is not going to move more than 250 pips 30 seconds before the event. Then this gives us a lot size of 0.14, and then multiply 0.14 by, say for example, the market delivers 900 pips. That means we're going to be making like literally 126 pounds. Convert that into rands, we're literally making 2.3. And then we literally made 2.3, whereby we literally lost 37 pounds, which is close to 700 rand, to make 126 pounds, which is literally 3,000 rand. So if we're trading a Canadian event, we're gonna be like, now that the 250 thing applies with Australian and New Zealand events. If we're trading like Canadian events, we take our balance, our equity, how much you have, then we divide that by 100 pips, because from what I discovered is that if you're trading a Canadian event, the market is not going to move on EuroCAD. Mark my words, on EuroCAD and dollar CAD, not like other pairs. On EuroCAD and dollar CAD, the market is not going to move more than 100 pips. So 30 seconds before the event. Now this gives us a lot size of 0.37, and say for example the market delivers 500 pips, that means you're going to make like 185 pounds, which is literally a lot of money. So this is like one of the best strategies you could come across as a forex trader trying to make money on the markets. So say for example you started off like with 37 pounds on every account, which is literally you invested like 74 pounds, and then you split it into two, then that means 37 pounds on every account. So now what I'm showing you here is investing and compounding, right? investing and compounding. Now, let me just open the notepad. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys how literally you could become like not a millionaire yet, but let me just show you how you could what do you call this? Let me show you how you could um make money like in 4 trades, right? Let's just right here. Let's just say trade one. Trade one. Deposit is 74 pounds. And then you divide that by 2, and then that means every account is gonna have 37. Am I correct? Yeah, 37 pounds. That means every account is gonna have 37 pounds. Okay. And then how much profit are we making on the first trade? On trade one, how much profit are we making? So let's calculate how much profit we're gonna make. Okay, let's do this. Now bear in mind, I'm saying next week event is gonna deliver not less than 900 pips. As in, we can expect even 2,000 pips or 1,800 pips. You feel me? So yeah, so we could literally like there are literally a lot of pips to be made. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so 37 pounds because we're gonna be trading GBP NZD divided by 250 is equals to 0.14. That means we're gonna trade with a lot size of 0.14, and that is 0.14 on every trade. Multiply that by, say for example, get like 1,000 pips. That means we just made 140 pounds times 18.5 in rands, literally 2.5. It's a lot of money. It's literally someone's salary, I think. Okay, then this is like 140 pounds. Okay, and literally we made this in literally 20 seconds. And then in your mind, you're probably thinking that, you know what, let me divide this money by 2 again for the next event. But then what I would advise you to do is do not literally invest all your profit on your next trade. What I would advise you to do is literally to at least withdraw half of your profit, because in case you trade the next event and you make a mistake, that means all your profit that you would have accumulated throughout the previous events will be gone in literally a snap of a second. So we make 140 pounds, and then on trade 2 we literally gonna invest we're not gonna so now we literally withdraw. Here we're withdrawing. Then all we withdrawing is 50% of our profit, which is literally 70 pounds, right? So then we withdraw 70 pounds. Now remember, what you gotta remember is that we lost on the first trade, we lost 37 pounds, but then we still remain with the other 37 pounds because it made us profit, right? That means the deposit on the second trade is 70 pounds that we left with from the previous profit, plus the 37 pounds we had. That means it's gonna be 107 pounds. 107 pounds on the second trade. And then when we divide 107 pounds by 2, that's gonna give us literally 53.5 pounds. I'm really good at arithmetic. At yeah, quite good at arithmetic maths. Let me see if I'm quite correct. That's 107 divided by 2. Yeah, 53.5. 53 pounds 50 cents. Then we do the same thing. That means every account literally is sitting on 53 pounds. Now we're literally gonna say 53 pounds 0.5 divided by, say for example, trading an Australian event, right? Our second trade is an Australian event, divided by 250. That means our lot size is now gonna be 0.21. You feel me? 0.21. And say for example we receive like 1,500 pips. on our second event. That means we're making literally 315. Sorry about that. We're making literally 315 pounds on our second trade, and that in rands is literally 5.8. It's a lot of money, man. It's literally 5.8. Okay, cool. Okay, now profit on the second trade. Profit on the second trade is literally how much is that? Yeah, 315 pounds. Okay, then we do the same thing. We literally withdraw 50% of our profit. And if I calculate this using my mind, so it's literally gonna be 100 and let me see, 157.5. Let me see, 157.5. 157.5. Let me see if I'm correct. 315 pounds divided by 2. Yeah, I'm quite correct. My maths teacher did a good job. Anyway, so you're literally withdrawing 157 pounds. You literally like can withdraw it and take your girl out, take your mom out, do whatever you want to do with the money. I mean, you literally worked hard for the money, right? So this is in rands. This is literally close to 3,000 rand, man. It's a lot of money, bro. So all right, cool. Then that means on the second trade, on trade 3, we're gonna invest, because remember on trade 2 we literally invested 107 pounds. We split that by 2. That means every account had 53 pounds. We lost 53 pounds, but then we made 215 pounds on the other account. Yeah, flu, man. Okay, so we literally lost 53 pounds, but then we remained with 53 pounds on the other account that made us 315 pounds. So that's literally we have 150 pounds, 157 pounds. On trade 3, our deposit is going to be 157 pounds, 0.5 plus 53 pounds and 50 cents. That means our deposit on trade 3 is going to be 211 pounds. Literally 211 pounds on our third trade. 211 pounds. No.
Can you give me feedback at 6?
All right.
Possible?
Yeah.
I rely on you. Don't betray me.
Yeah, cool, man. All right, as I was saying, so now profit, I mean deposit on trade 3 is gonna be 211 pounds. 211 pounds. Then we do the same thing. We're literally gonna split this money into 2, basically like in every account, both of our accounts. One account is buying, one account is selling 30 seconds before the event. So that literally 211 divided by 2, that's literally gotta be 106. No, 105.5, yeah. That means that's literally 105.5 pounds in every account on our third trade. And then okay, 105 pounds on what do you call this, 105 pounds on every account on our third trade. And what lot size are we going to use? Say for example, still trading like maybe a New Zealand event, right? The reason why I'm not giving an example of Canadian event in this case is because most of the time we're going to be trading New Zealand and Canadian events most of the time, literally, right? Okay, let me just say this time around, just for the sake of change, let me just say we're going to be trading a Canadian event, right? So that's going to be 105.5 divided by 100, right? Because it's Canadian event, we divided by 100, we divide by 100 pips, which is going to give us a lot size of 1,05. 1,05. Then, for example, the event delivers like, for example, 500 pips in 20 seconds. That means we're literally making 525 pounds in 20 seconds, right? Then multiply this times 18.5, literally making 9,700 rand. This is a lot of money on your third trade, on your third event. You feel me? On your third event, your profit is your profit is how many pounds are that? 500 and something pounds. Let me see. On your third trade, your profit is 525 pounds. Then you do the same thing. We're literally gonna withdraw 50% of our profit. And that is gonna be 525 divided by 2. It's gonna be 250. It's gonna be 262.5. Okay, let me check if I'm correct. Okay, 525 divided by 2. Okay, yeah, I'm correct. Okay, basically we're gonna withdraw 262.5 pounds, 262 pounds and 50 cents on our third trade. It's gonna be the money we withdraw. Okay, which is literally, then we invest like our profit plus our other money on our fourth trade. Say trade 4. Let's see how much you're gonna make on trade 4. Trade 4. We're literally gonna deposit 262 pounds plus 105 pounds, right? Because on our third trade we lost 105 pounds, but with our other 105 pounds made us 525 pounds. So that's literally 367, not 368 pounds. Yeah, 368 pounds is our deposit on our fourth trade. Then divide that by 2. That's literally 150, 194 pounds in each account. 194 pounds in each account on our fourth trade. Let me see. 368 divided by 2. Fuck, I was wrong. 184. Yeah. 184. Yeah, that's what's up. I was kind of close. Anyway, 184 pounds is going to be our balance or our equity in each and every of our accounts, in both of our accounts on our fourth trade. So say for example we're going to be trading a Australian event. That means we're going to be like 184 divided by 250. That means we're going to be trading with a lot size of 0.73, right? 0.73. 0.73. Okay, right. And then say for example the event delivers 2000 pips. The event delivers 2000 pips. That means we're gonna make a profit of 1,460 pounds in 20 seconds. This is I'm sure this is a doctor's salary, bruh. Someone who's gone to school for 20 years. For 20 flipping years. You're making this in 20 seconds. Okay, yeah, literally 26,000 rand, bruh, is what you're gonna make in 20 seconds on your fourth trade. You feel me? On your fourth trade. Okay, so that's literally 1,460 pounds. That's the profit on your fourth trade. 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 1,460 pounds. Then you do the same thing. Withdrawing 50% of our profit. Withdrawing 50% of our profit. So this is literally gonna be £730 is how much you're gonna withdraw on our fourth trade. £730 is literally how much? 13,000 rand, right? Literally 13,000 rand and 13,500 rand on your fourth trade, fourth event, bruh. This is really insane, man. This literally insane. So yeah, this is just an example. So I'm sure, like on your fifth trade, you might be making like 100,000 rand. Then on your 10th trade, you're probably making 5 million rand and retiring at a young age, living happily after, bruh. So that's the strategy. That's what I had to tell you, guys. That's what I had to share with you guys. And what you gotta bear in mind is that basically you've made let's just calculate the profit you've been making. You made £1,460 on your fourth trade. You made £525 on your third trade. You made £315 on your second trade, and you made £140 on your first trade. That means you'd have made £2,444 in total in these four trades, which literally amounts to 45,000 rand in four trades, 45,000 rand, and you literally started off with £74, which is literally um 1,400 rand, 1,300 rand, which is literally $100, literally. Yeah, £74, $100. £74 is literally equivalent to $100. Yeah. So this is crazy, man. This is really, really insane. This is mad. If you're smart enough, you better like download this video or like delete all the porn you have on your phone. Just have this video if ever you don't have space. I'm just kidding. But anyway, like just gotta make sure you have this video. Make sure you watch it. Make sure you understand, cause this video literally could change your life and you could live happily ever after. So these two accounts can literally make me 45,000 rand in four trades, four events. What you gotta bear in mind is that events don't come out every day. We might literally have like one event every week. Basically, in a month, I could make like 45,000 rand just in four trades, and every trade I'm literally gonna have it open for not more than 1 minute. You feel me? For not more than 1 minute. Okay, so that was that. That was that. That was that. Okay, let's just do that. So I'm pretty much sure all of you guys know how to trade, how to open and close a trade. So if ever we calculated our lot size was gonna be 0,034, that's how we adjust that. And we gotta make sure if we're trading GBP NZD, we're trading GBP NZD on both accounts. So we'll be doing this. Let me see. Okay, so for example, 0,37 is our lot size. Which is, okay, let me see. See, here we'll literally be trading, like for example, here up here as you can see, GBP AUD, GBP AUD will literally have the same lot size going. This account you'll be selling, on this account you'll be buying, or maybe buying then selling, whatever order you want to have. Then you literally could make a lot of money, man. That's been me, Grace the Trader, social media handle at the richest kid underscore. Peace out, gentlemen, traders, ladies. Love you guys very much. Happy trading, and make sure you follow the rules. Always withdraw 50% of how much you made. Do not be greedy. Patient. Be patient, because patience is the key. Be disciplined, do not be greedy, do not break the rules, and be patient, because everything happens at the good time.